Okay, so we broke down scheduling into the time management process, into all these different activities that we need to do to have a proper schedule in place and to then monitor and control that schedule. Now, let's dive a little deeper into scheduling and more specifically, sequencing activities. We touched on this briefly in the last slide. What is the order in which the activities need to be performed? So the easiest way to go about sequencing activities or to visualize them is through network diagrams. This is a very, very simple network diagram that I have drawn up here. And essentially it says that I have task A. After task A is complete, I have task B and C. After they're complete, I have task D. Now, something really important to remember here. Should task B only start after task A is complete? Is this what this diagram is telling me? Why can't it start as soon as task A starts? This is what we call dependencies. And there are 4 types of dependencies that you really need to be aware of. These form the core part of scheduling. Finish to start to start, finish to finish, and start to finish. And they vary in degrees of how commonly they're used. You'll note as well that I've drawn these here on the slide in a very specific way because this is the way a lot of project management software will display it. So if you're using MS Project, for example, to schedule your project, you'll see on the Gantt chart area, this arrow gets drawn between activities depending on the type of relationship they have, depending on the dependency they have. So we start with a finish to start. This is the most common type of relationship, most common type of dependency. And all it says is, I cannot start task B until task A is finished. Finish to start. And the way it's represented is that the arrow stems from the end of task A to the beginning of task B. Finish task A to start task B. I cannot drive my car until I have turned on the ignition. I need to finish turning on the ignition first, and then I can drive the car. Start to start. I'm going to get a little more complicated here. I cannot start task B until I have started task A. You'll notice the arrow stems from the beginning of task A into the beginning of task B. So let's take an example. Let's say, for example, that I need to paint a house. I can't start painting until priming has started. So if I have 2 people painting the house, one of them can be priming. As soon as they've started priming, then I can get in and start painting. Okay, this room is primed. Great, let's start painting it. This room is primed. Let's start painting it. I need to start priming so that I can start painting. Not a very effective way to paint a house, but just for the purposes of this example. Finish to finish. I need to finish task A so that I can finish task B. Again, the arrow stems from the end of task B A into the end of task B. Let's take our example of the house again. Let's say that I am painting a house and I'm also furnishing it. I cannot complete furnishing the house until I have completed painting it. Sure, I can furnish each room separately, but at the end of the day, I cannot say I've completed furnishing the house until painting is finished. And then we get to the trickiest one of all, the least common one of all, start to finish. I need to start task A so that I can finish task B. Or in other words, I cannot finish task B until I have started task A. Again, the arrow stems from the beginning of A to the end of B. This is not a common one at all, but it's good to have an understanding of it. Think of a software that you are looking to decommission in an organization. Let's say for the accounting department. You're looking to decommission their old software and implement a new one. I cannot start decommissioning the old one until I have finished commissioning the new one. It's a tricky one. Right. Now, something really important to note with these dependencies, and you need to be careful with it, is the impact of time between dependencies. When I say start to start, I cannot start task B until I have started task A. That doesn't necessarily mean instantly. As soon as I've started task A, then I instantly have to start task B. That may be the case, but not necessarily. What the dependency is telling us is task B just simply cannot start until A has started. So A could start, and then a day later I could start B. But A has given me the permission to start task B. That's all that means. So really keep an eye out for time here. Okay, we talked about sequencing activities and dependencies. I'll let you digest that, and we'll see you on the next one.